Welcome to Lovesick, the podcast where we dive into health, wellness, and relationships and their impact on the world today. Come be a part of the discussion and join our community by following us on YouTube, Instagram, and listening wherever you get your favorite podcast. Enjoy the show. Welcome back, everyone, to Lovesick Podcast. Joining the mother-daughter team, I'm Dorothea and
Jada.
Thanks for watching. We have a wonderful guest today, all the way from the state of Georgia. We have Miss Queen T. Hello, Miss Queen T.
Hello, everybody. How you guys doing today?
Oh, we're doing fabulous. And I know you're doing fabulous because you look fabulous and the energy is off the roof.
Thank you. Nervous, but I'm here.
I do want to say you look amazing right now.
Yes.
And we've talked earlier off the mic, but I just want to highlight again, Queenie is rocking this amazing bob.
Yes.
This blonde wig called Blondie.
Yes.
And she looks fabulous.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I totally appreciate it.
So, Queen, listen.
Yes.
We want to know a little bit about you. So why don't you tell our viewers who Queen T is?
Queen T is a mother of a plethora of children.
Oh.
I have 25 grands. I have 9 great grands and 2 on the way. I am a sarcoidosis survivor. I been dealing with that chronic disease for a minute. And I also make bath bombs and I do candles. And I'm just an all-around happy person because I'm trying to hurry up and retire.
I know.
Very
that's
busy.
Right. Yeah. And that's what you and I have in common, Queen T. We have sarcoidosis.
Yes.
And, I have it in my lungs. I'm not sure where you have yours. Same?
In my lungs.
Okay, so we both
In my
have it in
lungs.
our lungs. And, one of the reasons that I wanted you on the show today is because it's really nice to have thrivers, like people that have been diagnosed, like yourself and
Yes.
I, with a chronic or rare disease, but yet we don't let that disease get to us. It's not who we are. We're not our illness, and we can thrive and do other things. We may not be able to do it the way some other people can,
That
do
part.
it 100%,
Yeah.
but we do it,
Yes.
And this is
Yes.
inspiration to other people who may be thinking about having a business like yourself and trying to get their life in another direction because they have been diagnosed. And they just,
Yes.
this is inspiration. Definitely inspiration for everyone that's watching.
Yeah, when I got diagnosed, it was really like a weird thing because I couldn't walk from like the couch to the door. And I was living with my father at the time, and he was like, there's something wrong. And I was like, yeah, no. When I went to the hospital the very first time, they thought I had pneumonia. So they put me in the hospital for 2 weeks and put me on IVs and everything. And okay, after 2 weeks in the hospital, they sent me home. 2 days later, I went back. Then they thought I was having a cocaine overdose because I couldn't breathe. Oh, yeah. I went through a plethora of stuff to find out. And it just so happened the third time I went back, beautiful Black doctor stepped in the room and she looked at me and she said, "You ever heard of sarcoidosis?" I said, "No. What is that?" She said, "I think that's what you have." 2 days later, they did a biopsy and went in through my back and pulled it out. And my lungs was black as your daughter's shirt.
Wow.
And that started my journey. I lost my left lung completely.
Oh, wow.
I only have my right lung. And that journey took me from being a size 1 with all the babies and being able to run and jump and hang out with the kids and stuff to being 350 pounds.
No.
You know the fat pills,
Yeah,
them
yeah.
steroids.
Exactly.
They were trying to save my right lung.
Right.
And that right lung, honey child, they had me on 100 milligrams a day.
A prednisone?
Yes.
So I can only imagine what that was doing to you.
I
Oh,
was eating up everybody, including Jesus. He had to back up out the room because I was about to chew him up too. Baby, that's
wow.
that prednisone is worse than marijuana because I'm telling you, it makes you. And they lied to me. They told me, well, when we give you this, you're going to gain a little weight. That's what they said, just like this, a little weight.
Right.
Your face is going to turn round. It's going to be full. 2 months. I went from a size 1 to a size 28. 2 months.
Right. That's a high dosage. And, when I was originally diagnosed, which for me, it was like in 1984. And I was, I've had it, Jada's like 40,
we don't need to say
years.
Just kidding. No, it's 41 years.
Yeah, I've had it, Queen T, I've had it 41 years now. And it took them a while, at least a week, to finally clinically diagnose myself. But it's not fun. And
it's not.
You know what it's like, and I know they have April is Sarcoidosis Awareness Month. That's all well and fine. But we deal with this every single day, the entire year, every month. So yes, that's the 1 month for awareness. But for people like us, it's every day. Yeah. It's not every 1 month. It's every day.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. And then did you know before they split the months, we used to have to share our color and our month with lupus?
Yeah, because lupus is purple also. Yes.
Yeah, but lupus was sharing April and they were getting all the shine because that's like that black disease that they had something for. But when I was doing my research on sarcoidosis and all the foundations a couple of years ago, because I used to do the big hat brunch to raise money, there's only 2 organizations and they're both in Chicago that support our disease.
Yeah, they do have one in Detroit, though. My friend Allison. Yes, Allison. Hers is Caring Hands Sarcoidosis Foundation. And
she's been on our show a couple times.
She's been on our show a few times, and I've been to a few of her events, and actually we filmed there from her events, and her organization is fabulous. So if you want to check, if you can check that out. So there is another one. And she's great. Her organization is fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, we have nothing here in Atlanta. They always have the last walk they had for sarcoidosis in Georgia, period. I want to say it was right before COVID. And had nobody's come back out. It's like we're hidden under a rug somewhere. It's not a really recognized thing, and then you tell people, my sister died from that, or my auntie died from that, but nobody wants to help you to bring the awareness to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you had yours 40-something years. My oldest, when I got diagnosed, my oldest son is 50. And my baby is 41.
Okay.
So yeah, we've had it about the same amount of time.
Right. Yeah.
Wait, you've had sarcoidosis since the 80s as well?
89-ish, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So my question is for you, because I've obviously know my mom's story and we've talked about it a bunch of times, on the show, but for people who are listening for the first time and watching, did you know anything about sarcoidosis at the time you were diagnosed? Okay.
Not nothing. And the year I got diagnosed, I can't think his name, Reggie White.
Oh, yes.
The player for the Green Bay Packers.
Yes.
The year he got diagnosed, the year he died, that's the year I got diagnosed.
Yeah, it was
that's
scary.
when you hear about it and you go, oh, what is that? And then next thing you know, I have it. Right. And it kills our black men so fast. Bernie Mac and Bill Russell were the 2 longest living black men to have sarcoidosis. We as women we fight it like it is nothing. But when they get a hold to our men, they die within 6 months to a year. It doesn't, it takes hold of their bodies. And before they realize what's going on, it's like 4-stage cancer on there and they out the door.
And you know,
there's nothing.
That's true, because I tell you another thing. When I was originally diagnosed, I was sick. I was seriously like ill, death bed, really. And for me, when I did finally get the diagnosis, you know, the doctors came in. It was a team of doctors. I knew it was something right there. When they all came in a room, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm dying. But to say, oh, you don't have lymphoma, because they thought I had lymphoma. They said, but you have sarcoidosis. And I'm thinking, well, what the hell is that? You know, and they didn't know. I was like, well, how did I get that? Or where does it come from? And they like, unfortunately, we don't know. We don't know the origin of this illness, you know. And
they told me it was a Black woman's disease.
Wow. And then
that's how they diagnosed it.
And it's funny, because that's definitely not true. Right. You know, it definitely can affect any race. We may be one of the most, I guess, prevalence, you know, but it's not. It's definitely not a Black person's disease. Yeah. But they said to me, "Oh, we don't know. We can give you prednisone. Prednisone they give to anyone, really, because it fights inflammation. So because that's an inflammatory disease, that's their go-to. You know, it's not a specific drug back then to say, oh, this is just for sarcoidosis. It was for any illness that fights inflammation. And originally I was on high doses like you were. And I did gain weight and all that good stuff. But now, you know, we look at us now and we're thriving and we're just like continuing to do what we do and helping other people to let them know that they can do, you know, the same. Now, speaking of that, I want to go right into Pure Essence bath bombs. How was that created? Because I know you say too that it helps people that have a rare disease. So how did that come about?
I'm a bath person. I love taking baths. That's just who I am. I love to take a bath. So my sarcoidosis also messed with my joints and my muscles. And I realized getting in the bathtub helps that pain to stop. It's like, okay. And I hated just Epsom salt by itself. So I was like, okay, I had to find something else. And believe it or not, I was watching somebody make them. And I was like, what is that? She said they're bath bomb. And I was like, well, what do they do? So she showed me how I work. And I said, oh, I can make them myself. So I started with ice cubes. Literally ice cubes. And I started making them and it started healing my body and making me feel better and helping me to relax. So it grew after that. And then I had the big Hatitude brunch for sarcoidosis and I gave them away to the VIP people and people were coming back. And it just kept growing and then it just kept growing. And now we have 5,000 milligrams of CBD oils inside of each bath bomb to help you have that relaxing sleep. My thing is this. It wasn't just for my muscles. It was also, I'm trying to promote relaxing of the mind, the body, and the soul. Because if you relax all of that, you'll have the best night's sleep ever. The best night's sleep ever with 5, and I tested them. So that's why I know it's 5 milligrams, because 1 milligram 1,000 didn't do anything. So I kept upping them. This will make it has Epsom salt in it, and it will make the soreness go away. But it will also relax your mind. It will relax your body. And once you relax all 3 of them together, that's what we want in sarcoidosis survivors. We go through a lot of pain.
Right.
We go through a lot of pain. And I know, just like you, when we got diagnosed, we're better now. But had they seen us when we first got started, we're blessed because I've met women who taken 5 and 6 medications. A lady I met on Facebook, her name is Carol Miller. She just got out of surgery.
Yeah, I know Carol
because of
Miller.
sarcoidosis. Yeah.
See, it's a small world in this sarcoidosis world.
And yeah, it is. It's small, and then it's not big enough because it's just, it's not enough awareness out there and just learning stuff. God made me dumb when I first got diagnosed. And the only reason why I say that, because I had 7 kids and I was a single mom. And I'm a worry wart. And I really believe he let me get them kids grown and on their own before I found out how deadly this disease was.
Right.
Because when I started getting fatter and fatter, my goal weight, my highest weight was 352. And I stopped taking the prednisone because I was like, it's making me fat. And my doctor said, you cannot just stop like that. It's like, why? She said, you have a choice. You can be fat and alive or skinny and dead. Which one you want? I'll take alive for 500, Alex. So I said, so where can I get the weight off?
I know
she
that's
said,
right.
Well, I was swimming.
Right.
And that's how I got the weight off. Then I, learned how to dance. And I'm still moving because I know once I'm still, that weight is going to come back.
Right.
I was going to ask.
And I don't want.
Oh, sorry. I was going to ask because you did come back to your early part of diagnosis. Because it was the time in the 80s, you don't have as many resources as like if I was diagnosed with it today, I could at least, aside from going to my mother, but like just I have access. I have, people to talk to. It is like, how do you yourself go through and manage something now that your body that was foreign to your body is now your, part of your lifestyle? How did you go through and manage that and learn along the way, like things yourself?
I didn't. And that's the honest God truth. I didn't learn how deadly sarcoidosis was until 2017 when I decided to do the big attitude and started doing all the researches. I didn't know you could have, it could be your lungs, your heart, your kidneys, your this, your that. I met a girl that went blind behind it. I didn't know to 2017. I'm telling you, God kept me quiet because I probably would have worried myself to death.
Right.
And then my kids would have been in an orphan somewhere.
Yeah.
So now that I know, I'm a little bit more, I watch what I eat now, and you got places to go. The internet will take you anywhere you want to go. But we didn't have no internet back in the 80s.
Sure didn't.
And the doctors didn't know where it came from. Like I said, they told me it was a Black woman's disease, and here's your medication, and do what you need to do. But that was it. There was no, okay, here's a sarcoidosis group you can go talk to. It was none of that in the 80s.
No.
You literally had to deal with that stuff by yourself. And I'm just really, really blessed because I only had to take one pill. I met women 5 and 6 pills, injections, and all of that. You be like, okay, God, thank you.
Yeah. And that's the truth because it does affect each person differently. And we both know that. And when I first got diagnosed, Queen T, it was in my liver and it was in my spleen. It was twice the size that it should have been, both. So I had it there, and I had skin sarcoidosis. So I had it around my chin area. I was a mess. And then in my lungs as well. So yeah, I was really sick by the time I got diagnosed. And finally, once we take a journey like this, we learn how to take care of ourselves. Even though that they may not tell us what we actually should be doing. But like you say, you do research what little we had back then because it really wasn't a lot. And you just try to just do things to make yourself feel better. And I knew at that time I had Jada and she was 5 and I'm like, I got to be alive for her.
Yes.
Yes. I'm like, I have to take care of my child, So it's like you said, you have that inspiration, motivation, because you have so much to live for. And she literally, honestly, her and my family, of course, was my motivation. I'm like, I got to get well. I got to make sure I'm doing, everything I need to do so she can have her mother here. So
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And because you had 7 kids.
Man.
Yeah.
And the kids I really think if I didn't have any kids when I got diagnosed and probably knew what I knew, I probably would have been dead in a year and a half.
Yeah. It's really something. Yeah. Because even with Jada, and I have another daughter as well. Now with her, I call her the miracle baby because when I was pregnant with her, my lung collapsed. And I was blessed to still have 100% oxygen for myself and her. And so I know that right now we are definitely walking miracles, especially her. Because, and then the thing about it, where I was living at the time, they didn't have a delivery for babies. They didn't have no. And so I had to call they had to call my OBGYN, and then they were going to have to bring me to another hospital or have my doctor come there to do a delivery because they thought they were going to have to go ahead and just take her. And I was 7 months at that time. And they thought, well, we might have to take the baby. And I'm like, we got to do what we got to do. But fortunately, I went the other 2 months and I had her 9 months. So I didn't.
Yeah, because you know what they say about babies at 7 months.
Yeah. So
they can live out, but the 8 baby can't live out.
Exactly. So I was blessed to be able to go to full term and then still be fine. So it's a challenge. And then
did you have a cesarean?
No, I actually had natural.
Whoa!
I had natural with Jada, and I had natural with my other daughter. Yeah,
you a blessed woman.
I am.
You are. I didn't push nothing.
Neither did I. Had 2 cesareans myself.
That's the real woman sitting on the couch, Jada. That's the real hero over there. You the hero. Ain't no way. Oh my God.
Yeah, I definitely had natural. Yes. So yeah. But the thing about it is they're 8 years apart, her and her sister. So it was like I was having labor all over again for the first time. And tell them how long that I was in labor with you, Jada. Like I told you.
I was the same way with my kids.
I know, but tell her.
24 hours.
24 hours. 24 hours.
I used to be like, ooh, now that I did it, I'm like,
24 hours. Yeah. And the reason that I believe
that's a lot, though.
That is, and I think the reason that I actually had her natural because the doctor said to me, we are going to take her if you don't, dilate, because I had a problem dilating. And they said, we're going to take her. And as soon as they said that word, I don't know what happened. I guess it was God.
You got to push it.
I guess it was God because, boom, here she came. Because I said, I don't want a C-section,
Right. And they cut me every time. I watched my grandbabies be born, and I take that back. I watched one be born. After I saw that one be born, I said I'd never do that again. Right. Ooh, that's just too. That to me, that's just too. If I had to have a baby the natural way, honest to goodness, I wouldn't have any kids. I would only have that one.
It's rough. It's not easy, and I know for anyone that's had natural childbirth, they would say the same. Unless you had your baby very quickly. Which didn't.
Some people do.
Some people just have it 2-3 hours.
That's crazy.
That wasn't my story.
Yeah, it is.
But and then it is what it is. But what I wanted to ask you before we start wrapping up, what would you tell people today, Queen T? Like anyone that got diagnosed with sarcoidosis or any other chronic or rare disease, what would you actually tell someone? For motivation?
That you have to do your research to make sure that you have all the information you need. Don't go into it blindly and do not take one opinion, but most of all, relax and know that God is with you through the whole process. Do not worry about the next step. Be in the moment. Let them tell you what you need to do and go from that step forward. Because if you sit and worry about it, it makes the condition worse. They tell cancer patients all the time to live in the moment because that's what you have right now. You can't think ahead. And if you got sarcoidosis and you are blessed to have the information that we didn't have, get all the information you can and do what you need to do and live every day in the moment.
I couldn't have said it better myself. That was some great advice. Queen T, we honestly want to thank you for having time for us on a Saturday to share your journey. And, we would love to have you come back at a future show just for updates to see what else Queen T is doing. And if Blondie was changed, we don't know.
Well, wait a minute, she changed a lot because if you go on my Instagram page, she had hair here, had a on the other day. Yeah, she a weird girl. She is because this hair won't do, this age right now, my hair don't want to grow. So I said I go buy this soon.
Yeah. But you look fabulous. Keep up. I want to say to you, continue blessings to you and your family. Keep doing what you do, helping people with the Pure Essence bath bombs. And we definitely look forward to one day having you in a future show just to see what old Queen T is doing.
Thank you guys so much. I'm so glad this has happened. You guys I'm in another world right now. I mean, talk about living in the moment. I've been so excited about doing this. Yes. We've been missing each other here and there and stuff, but I am so privileged. I'm so thankful. And I can't wait to talk to you guys again.
And we'll definitely keep in touch, and I'll let you know once the link is ready. I'll send it to you, but we'll keep in touch.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Yay.
Have a great day and you be safe. Too. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. And thanks for tuning in, everyone. And this is the Lovesick Podcast.
Yes. See you next time.
Next time.